Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Ever17, the Out of Infinity. Last time I remember pretty well. The kid sought out Sora to ask what RSD and about all of her stuff's about. And then they went and got bored and they decided to play tag. Or kick the can, to be more precise. So you decided that they should all team up on Taxi, who is it, and they're going to try to ambush him, to make him be it forever. Or at least until 5 days when they all die. 4 days maybe by this point, I can't remember. But anyway, that's the story from last time. So we separated and all aimed for the conference room via different routes. But her footsteps were... wow. But her footsteps were sure loud. I wanted to say sure were loud. Actually, that doesn't sound right either. Whatever. Still, if we didn't hurry, Taxi would find us. I just hoped that someone would get there and kick the can before he found me. Oops! Suddenly, Taxi's voice rang out behind me. I was so concerned with the sound of my own footsteps I didn't hear him approach. At this distance, there was no way I could get away. Sorry about that. I gave up. Oh no, you caught me. Am I the first one? Dang. It means if you catch everyone, then I'm it next. I wonder if someone will show up to help me. Taxi, if you don't go step on the can, then I'll go kick it. His voice file there, hilarious there. Suddenly you came flying from the side and completely sideswiped Taxi with a jumping cross chop to the neck. Taxi's head had gone underwater. You was pointing at the submerged Takeshi and was cackling crazily. Takeshi, floundering in the water, stood up. Takeshi took off in a mad dash after you. Well, I guess I'd better go kick the can. I strode leisure to the conference room. When I entered the room, Takeshi pointed at me, declaring this. He was stepping on the can. You was near him and looked depressed. It looked like she had lost. Oh no. As they were talking, the sound of splashing footsteps could be heard approaching the door. Takeshi stepped on the can. She jumped quite a gun. You said we would all charge together.
はあ、せこいこと考えるやつじゃな。え
へへ。He laughed mischievously and with a hint of embarrassment. She ain't embarrassed. We gathered in the center of the room.
さてと、意外に簡単にみんな見つかったわけだが、まず今みたいに結託して関係に来るのはやっぱ禁止な。
なんでよ。
俺はともかく、お前は防げるのか？同時攻撃を。
We just did.
無理っす。
だからだ、大体面白くない。鬼がタイミングを見計らって人を探しに行ったり、その隙をついて他のやつが缶に接近したり。
へー、了解です。
You reluctantly agreed to be it the next
みん
time.
なもそれでいいな。
Sora, Sarah, everyone nodded.
よし。では次は優が鬼だ。空き缶はあっちにあるから自分で拾え。好きなとこに置いて数を数えて。
The sound of a can being kicked rang out in the darkness.
おい、誰だよ。蹴ったの？
私じゃないよ。
As soon as she got this out of her mouth, you started to run
あ、
away.
こら、てめえ。
We all scattered like scared butterflies. Exactly how do butterflies scatter when they're scared? Oh well.
なんだか知らないけどラッキ
You said this as she ran.
ー。間一髪でしたね。
But who kicked the can? All four of us had been found by Takshi. The rules were that anyone caught couldn't kick the can.
私でもないし、先輩でもない。空は最初から蹴ることができない。
I didn't kick it.
小松さんではないでしょうか。つぐみがまさか。でもそれしか考えられないよね。
I wonder if Tsugumi wanted to play the whole time.
きっと照れていたのでしょう。
That could have put a new, almost adorable twist on her personality.
あったらお礼言わないとね。
Sarah laughed happily as she said this.
さて、ここで解散しよっか。
You proposed this as we reached the T in the corridor.
そうでござるな。では、ご分を。また後で会いましょうね。
You went left and Sarah and Sora went to the right. Well, I am trying to get the U ending with this one, so yeah.
あれ、少年もこっち来たの？
Yeah, but why do you plan to hide?
それを今考えてるところ。
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. We kept running.
さてと、どうしようかな。
As we scanned the area for trouble, we looked for a hiding place.
意外な場所に隠れないとすぐに見つかっちゃうしな。
Well, let's go in the room for now. As I said that, I heard something. Somebody is coming.
マヨたちじゃないの？
Probably, except they went the other way. They appeared through the darkness in the direction of the sound. We could see someone's silhouette. That build could only be... No! It's Takashi! Let's scream it to where he can hear it.
え、本当？
Hurry, we've gotta hide! With exclamation points. We dove into the nearest room. It was the elevator hall. What are we gonna do? There's nowhere to hide. Takshi steadily approached.
そうだ、あの中に隠れるわよ。
Huh? Where? His finger was pointing at the elevator that was stuck on its way to Zuite's dock. It was the one that Sarah had been stuck in the day before. What an incredibly safe place to choose to hide at. The door was still open. First, you lifted me on her shoulders and I hurried into the elevator. Then I pulled her up. So we were able to hide just an instant before Takeshi came. We held our breath, watching silently. No emergency light even lit the elevator, just profound darkness and silence. I could hear you crouched next to me, breathing. Thought I could almost hear my heart. I hope he doesn't find us. Takeshi appeared at the bottom of the stairs. It seemed that he hadn't pinned down our position. He was still glancing around. My heart rate rocketed. It pounded in my ears. I put my hand on my chest as if to hold it in my cheek. What? Hold it in check. I'm not sure what other meaning that could have, but it sounds like it could have another meaning. Oh, please don't let him find us. And this kid he's taking this game serious. Takeshi just stood there, as if he were sure that we were around. I could have sworn I heard somebody yelling to hide. It looked like he'd finally given up. Phew. Just as I thought the crisis had passed. A sneeze welled up inside me. Why now? I clamped my hand on my mouth as I desperately tried to hold it back. Somehow I had managed to keep it in. Oh, you. What a character.
Oi, そこにいるな。誰だ?
見つかった。逃げるわよ。
Yeah, but where could we run?
平気。私に任せて。
Oh no, she's not gonna ambush him again, is she? The next instant you threw herself out of the elevator. Yeehaw! You made a spectacular dive, turning it into a stunning drop kick. Chuck Norris would be proud. We fought well, but Takeshi found us. Can stomp. A short while later, he found Sarah and Sora too. We met in the conference room. Takeshi stepped on the can, looking satisfied. Weird? What is? What's weird is that he's in such a good mood after getting karate chopped and spin kicked or spun kicked. I don't know. Kicked, I guess, is what I should say.
さっき蹴られた缶なんだけど、缶はそのままだったんだよ。
はあ？言ってること意味不明だよ。
だから、蹴られたはずの缶がこうやって立ってたんだって。
Takeshi said this as if he squished the can some more. Said this as he squished the can some more.
まるで誰も蹴ってなかったみたいに。
蹴られた缶が転がってそのまま浮き上がったのではないでしょうか。理論上はありえます。
最初に置いてあった位置にか？
それは変ですね。そんなことよりも早くつぐみを探しに行かなくていいの？そうそう、負け惜しみはそのくらいにしなさいよ。
今負けてんのはお前らの方だろうが。
はいはい、そうでした。そうでございましたよ。もう分かったからさっさと探してきなさいって。
You and Sarah waved Takeshi away.
たく、なんて偉そうな。全然勝ってる気がしねえよ。
Takeshi left the room grumbling. Soon after that, the sound of a can being kicked rang out in the darkness. What was that?
なんだかよくわかんないけど。チャンス。いいのでしょうか。
I wonder if it's okay. In the confusion, we made a third escape.
おい、見つかったやつが蹴ったらルール違反だろうが。
We heard Takushi shouting soon after. Of course, neither I, you, Sarah, nor Sora, none of us had kicked the can. Well, that had to be Tsugumi again. Of course, this has never been exactly. I don't remember if it's been explained, but I would think that the doors. I mean, the way I'm visualizing it. Of course, I'm thinking it might be thinking it's a bit more high tech than it really is, but I imagine the doors kind of being automatic, like they are in Star Trek or whatever. So I would think that it'd make noise, wouldn't it? I don't know if it's high tech enough to do that. Maybe it wouldn't make noise to where they wouldn't hear when she came in and kicked the can. I don't know. Of course, they're probably not trying to think too deeply about it. Oh, excuse me. I'm probably not trying to think about it too much, unlike me, so. Sorry again. She probably sneaked into the room without anybody noticing. That's what we thought. Ultimately, Takushi soon caught us again. He howled that we had cheated and started out to find us right away, so we didn't get far. Takushi checked to make sure everyone was there and stepped on the can, even once for Tsugumi. The next time, nobody kicked the can.
今度は少年が鬼だからな。
Alright, so I count to 100, right? I took the can and sat in the chair with my face down. Alright, here I go. 1, 2, 3. They left the conference room, fleeing around the floor. 100. I opened my eyes. I set the empty can by my feet. It was as far from the entrance as I could get it. If he wanted to be smart, he could put it up here in the rafters. Technically, it would be in the room. Scanning the dark area around me, I didn't see anyone. Well, I guess I'll go looking. I decided to head off to check some rooms. Oh, great. Choices. Where was you hiding last time? Can't remember. The kiosk is where oh man, I forgot her name. Coco. Wow. Coco and Sora. That's where they were. The chicken sandwich shop, if that's what they mean by kiosk. Of course, with Sarah being there, that might not be an option. Let's go with the Lemurian ruins. I doubt this'll be that big of a deal. Don't think so. Oh, need to hit again. The Lemurian ruins. This attraction was designed with the motif of a lost continent believed to have sunk to the ocean floor ages ago. Standing there in the darkness in that eerie setting, it almost made me imagine that I had sunk to the bottom of the ocean. No, that's only half true. Huh? That sounded like a footstep. Someone there? I wondered if it were my imagination. It wasn't. In the darkness, in the building in front of me was the dim outline of a person. It didn't lie to at that distance. I couldn't be sure who it was. Like the person was holding their breath, waiting for me not to notice. Means they're hiding and playing the game properly, kid. But he or she looked like she was ready to dash off in an instant. The ambiguous person, the female person, was ready to dash off in an instant. Yeah, I actually don't blame them for saying that, saying it that way. I thought that if I bumbled closer, the person would run away. I'd have to figure out who it was from afar. It had to be... You! I found you! As if it had given up, the silhouette started toward me. Bingo! It looked like my hunch had paid off. Can't stop. I selected from the... Let's go with the kiosk. Okay, yeah. The chicken sandwich shop. There's no sign of anyone here, just in case I peeked inside. Of course, there was no one there. Oh, dang it. This place was a waste of time. Yeah, okay. I should have known. Dang it. So, Coco was the deciding factor in that. There was nobody in the elevator hall last time, was there? I think. The elevator hall. There's no sign of anyone. Just to be safe, I checked inside the elevator that you and I hid inside. Of course, there was no one. Dang it! I decided to check elsewhere. I wondered where they'd hid. Okay. Conference room, really? It might actually be worth checking, I don't know. But let's go here. We headed to the central control room. What? I didn't think there was anyone anywhere there for anyone to hide. Oh. My room was set up with a center surrounded by a giant monitor and console. It was Segumi. She sat... Huh? Sloughing? Slounging, I think is what. Lounging? In her chair, staring blankly at the monitor. Segumi, I caught you! At my declaration, Segumi looked at me like I was a fly in her suit. You doing the backstroke? She glared at me. Come on, you already kicked the can twice. Tashi might have fallen for it, but not me. I stepped on the can just to be safe. I selected from the... Well, he's already in the conference room. I made for the rest area. At first it looked like there was no one there either. But... And I noticed something. One of the stone pillars, silhouettes in the open area, was an odd shape. Okay, this has got to be Sarah using her ninja training to blend into the background. She's gonna go Rambo on him if she if she tries to get her. I edged closer. There was definitely something there. From where I was, I couldn't tell exactly what that something was, but it was definitely a person. Maybe they thought they were acting like a koala. Yeah, normally when I play hide and seek games, I always try the koala strategy. What did they intend to do if they fail? I mean, can you really call that hiding? I caught out to that clinging something. Isn't that tiring? It sure looks dangerous. Cat's Taxi. You sure have a lot of guts. You're tougher than I thought, Taxi. Taxi slid down the column. The only person stupid enough to hide there was Taxi. I gotcha! I stepped on the can. Only Sarah and Sora remained. I walked around Drete's stock looking for the two of them. I heard footsteps in the direction of the conference room. I was sure it was Sarah. Gosh, I hope she isn't planning to kick the can. I made a mad dash for the conference room. At the entrance to the room, the two of them were just at the door. Sarah and Sora. I sprinted into the room on their heels. I gotcha! Sarah and Sora! But Sarah just ignored me and kept running. Her eyes were on the can. It was as if she knew where the can was. Damn, I thought I changed the location of the can. I also ran through the can. Would she kick the can first? Or would I step on it first? I kind of imagine them running side by side each other, kind of like in the, seeing like the cartoons where they're like pressed, like they're literally pressed up against each other and got like they're trying to push each other away, you know. I think that mental image I'm having is a correct one. I think it is. Damn. The two of us tumbled to the floor. Oh. The next thing that I noticed, I was on top of Sarah. Sarah's eyes were open, staring at me. I barely managed to support my body with my arms so that I didn't come into contact with her, but her face was closer to me than I had ever imagined. I felt like I might have been sucked into her eyes and was captivated by her cute nose, slightly open lips, and glimpse of her tongue. I felt her breath on my face. She had been running until that time, and I felt the heat rising from her skin. It smelled of sweat. The smell of her sweat mixed together. I felt the warmth of her body against me. It was hard to breathe. My mind started to go blank. Now here's a question. The other people who got out, are they sitting in their room watching this? Like, are they gonna get off each other? Why are they just... That's embarrassing. That would be incredibly embarrassing and hilarious. My whole body stiffened and I couldn't move. It is as if our bodies were paralyzed as we lay there, staring at each other. Sarah slowly raised up her cheek. Oh, danger! She's mad! This is not what I should have been worrying about. The can, where was the can? I turned my neck, searching for the can. There it was. I jumped off of Sarah, pointing to her, and declared loudly, Sarah and Sora, I gotcha. And I stepped on the can triumphantly. This was the last stepping on the can.
それにしても瞬殺だったな。
倉成さんの半分以下の時間でしたね。
俺が鬼ん時は反則が多すぎたんだっつうの。
でもこんなに暗いのにドンピシャで名前当てまくるなんてすっごい勘だよね。
Everyone crowded around me and started making a fuss.
先輩、どういうことですか？あ、マユは知らないのか。この子ね。
As she placed her hand on my head, she explained about how I had caught her in Takushi.
おい、つぐみ、いい加減白状したらどうだ？
Oops. At some point, Tsugumi had returned to the conference room. Tsugumi sat in a chair pretending to be asleep and ignored Takushi. I saw someone watching me and turned around. Awkward. Sarah was looking at me strangely. I thought she might be angry again. It's just an accident. I avoided her look uncomfortably. That was the end of Kick the Can. In the end, it remains a mystery who kicked the can those times. We passed the rest of the night uneventfully. It was a peaceful time. I decided to enjoy a satisfying rest. Day 3. Alright, that's as good a place to end it as any, I suppose. The kid gets into some pretty awkward situations with the ladies. The elevator, and then Sarah. He's an awkward charmer, I suppose. But anyway, hope you folks enjoyed. Sorry for my scratchy throat. This episode with the hacking. I don't really think I hack that much, but anyway, hope you folks enjoyed, and I shall return in the next episode. Farewell.